now we're good. Everything is silent and good to go, so we can start this off. So thank you everybody for being here. I know that it's still like a rough start, but I think that we're already smoother than last time. So let me introduce you to the best egg ever, the most amazing Little Red, my wifey. I'm sure you guys all already know and love her, but if you don't, Little Red is an amazing dancer. She just recently got partnered. She got a new job. She's making a big move. So lots of exciting things going on here. So say hello, Little Red.
Hi. Hello.
So obviously, just like last time, I have some questions that I've already picked out and set up to talk to her about, but we will be opening it up to some questions after. So if you guys have something that you would like to ask her, there are some things she can't answer, but we'll go through questions and whatnot later. So if I'm not answering your question, it's because I'm focusing on her and her answers and everything like that. So I'm not ignoring you guys. I would just am not going to be paying as much attention to chat.
No, we're totally ignoring.
Yeah, I was like, I don't see you, okay? Okay, so how about let's start off with some juicy stuff. Tell me about how you felt when you got partnered. That's so brand spanking new. That's so exciting. Did you pee? Did you scream? Did you cry?
I literally shit a brick. No, I thought I was being punked.
What?
Like, if
Really?
I'm not gonna lie. Because I wasn't even home. Like, that whole week I hadn't streamed because I was in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
I was in an Airbnb. I was on my computer. I was on the phone with my mom.
What?
And I'm literally talking about, like, IKEA furniture. And on, like, Windows, if you set up your email through, like, their app or whatever, little notifications will pop up in your right bottom corner.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm literally just like looking at the IKEA website. I'm talking to my mom on the phone, and all of a sudden this little like gray square just like pops up in my right hand corner and was like Twitch, because it tells you like who the email's from, and then it'll give you like the subject line of the email. And it was like, Twitch invites you to the partner program. And I was like, what? Like, I like legitimately thought it was one of those emails where it's like a newsletter.
Like a phishing one or something?
Yeah, like just something to like, catch your eye so that you open it up and then it tells you like information that you don't care about. Like, I was like, what? And my mom's like, are you okay? Is everything okay? Like, she thought something was like,
your mom was the first person to know?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
sweet. I was like, I don't know what I'm reading. I don't know what's happening.
What are words?
Yeah, I was like freaking out on the phone, and then I like immediately was like, how do I tell everyone? Like, I don't even know how to tell everyone. I feel like tweeting it is too impersonal, and like I can't go live on Twitch because
I'm not home.
I'm not home.
Yeah.
So I like hopped on Instagram Live.
Oh, you went live on Instagram? Oh,
yeah.
what?
And then I went into my Discord, and then I like put in Discord that I was going live on Instagram. And I like never do that.
Yeah.
And then I waited until like a good chunk of people were in
some of your
live.
homies.
Yeah, and then I just started like freaking out and crying.
Oh, you cried?
I cried. Well, because the thing is that I could feel myself getting like teary.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I need to be on some form of video.
Yeah.
Because I told everyone I would cry if I got partnered, and I need to like prove that I wasn't.
You're like,
lying.
look, I meant this shit. These are real.
I never cry. Fuck you.
Seriously, I've never seen you cry. I've heard. People have told me like, oh, you miss so crying, and I'm like, what?
I don't really. Because I like don't like crying in front of people. So like, and I also like don't. I'm weird. Like if I don't cry if like something good or like shocking or nice or whatever. Like I get really like introverted when that stuff happens, and I kind of like internalize it, and I like don't know how to react. I'm more like in shock. I cry a lot if I'm angry or sad. So
I feel
like
that.
me crying over like happiness is like very rare, and me crying in front of people is like super rare, because like I just like I feel that I start to get teary, and then I instantly am like, this many people are seeing you right now.
Yeah.
And then like suck it back in.
You feel the eyes on you.
Yeah. So.
Well, that's awesome. I wish I would have caught that, to be honest. Yeah, that would have been amazing. I actually got a message from someone. I got a message from somebody that was like, you need to go. Like, someone whispered me and told me to go on Discord, and I look on Discord, and they're like, Red got partnered! And I
literally, everyone just started messaging everyone else. Like, there are so many people that I didn't tell.
We had to tell people for you.
People didn't hear it from me. They heard it from like people in my community that were just like literally messaging every person they knew. I knew that Jeezy went into like I'm on Instagram Live, so I'm not on like Discord anymore. I mean, like, it's on my phone, but like, you know. So Jeezy like went into the Storm's Discord, and like in giant caps was like, Lil Red got partner.
I know, and I saw what Little Seahawk put in the center stage one and stuff. It was really sweet. Honestly, I think it's like, I didn't know how I would feel like seeing close friends of mine get partnered, and it is amazing. It feels really good. It's like, yes, that's my homie. Go. It's great. I can't wait to see even more of it like continuing happening, you know. So
I know, I like, part of me like, don't get me wrong, I love it, and I'm so over the moon about it, but another part of me just feels bad about the timing of it all, because like it's like I got partnered, and it's like, here are all my canceled streams because I'm moving.
Yeah, that's, I mean, like, that's life, you know. That means
that one of those things where I'm like, I'm so sorry, guys.
That means you just get to make like a grand return, you know, when you're settled in your new place and got your new schedule going and stuff. And I think everyone's really looking forward to that. You know, everyone wants to celebrate with you.
Yeah, we did do a 3-day weekend celebration.
Heck yeah.
The second I came back from North Carolina, I like planned like 3 days of streaming.
Oh yeah.
Because I was like, 1, we need to celebrate, and 2, I'm moving.
You're like, so let's do this now.
We're doing this now before I have to put my computer in a box.
Yeah.
So.
Well, actually, if you look at it that way, then it was kind of like perfectly timed, because it's right before you had to put your computer in a box, right?
True. Yeah. No, true. It would have been bad if it happened when my computer was in a box.
Oh my! Doing like some mobile streams, like woo! Yes. Yeah.
In my car. That's it.
Oh man. Okay, so tell me about the squam. Squam. Yes, the squam.
Yeah, squam.
What is this?
What is it?
Yes.
Basically, like, we were trying to like, we make jokes that it's a cult, and like
you being like, the cult mama.
Yeah. But like,
yeah.
But like I don't know, like, community is just so like blasé, like, and everyone has a community, and like we were trying to think of something cooler, and like you know, just regular like slang is like fam or squad.
Right.
And I was like, well, I already have the Just Dance squad, like, or the JD fam. Like, we were using those words, so I wanted to like differentiate it, and then we were just like, we're the squam. We're both a squad and a fam.
Yeah. It's like a gang.
So, yeah, it's like a gang. It's like a gang.
You should make up like secret handshakes for the squam.
Yeah. We only mildly haze people. It's fine.
Honestly, is it really your fam if you're not mildly hazing each other?
I mean, they do it to me as, like, they tease me as much as I tease them. So it's like, in fact, I don't think I tease them enough in regards to how much they tease me.
That's only fair.
Yeah. So
you're gonna have to get those rookie numbers up. Okay, so as like a lot of us, I don't know how many of you guys follow Lil Red on like Twitter and Instagram and stuff. If you don't, you really should be. But you post a lot of stuff about your dancing outside of Just Dance. So, you know, tell me about your history with dancing. How long have you been, you know, doing this like trained dancing? What kind of dances have you trained in before?
Yeah. So I started dancing when I was 3.
What?
It was it was because I was born pigeon-toed or pigeon-foot or whatever. It's basically when like your feet are turned all the way in.
Yeah.
So that your toes face each other. And I used to run around the house like that with my feet turned in. And the doctor told my mom that I could have really cool Forrest Gump leg braces, or I would need to find a different way to turn out my feet because it was starting to become like a developmental problem where like I wasn't growing out of it.
Yeah.
So my mom was like, my kid's not getting Forrest Gump braces. So,
run, Red, run!
So my mom put me in dance class because they teach turnout in ballet. And so that's kind
At
of like
3?
how I...
Is that when
Yeah,
you...
well,
wow.
like, yeah, because like first position in ballet is like your feet facing outwards. So like all ballet is like primarily turnout with your legs.
Okay.
So that's like started from a very age. I mean, obviously pre-ballet is a lot of just like jumping around and like, but that's what got me started. And so I took ballet and I really loved it. And then I signed up for jazz and then hip hop and then tap. And then I took a few modern classes. And then when I was like 13 or 14, I started taking point classes. And I literally just like took everything possible.
All of it.
Yeah, just all of it. Like, so then obviously like when you're 18, you go off to college, so I didn't have dance class anymore, and I attempted to actually get a dance minor in school.
Okay.
But my college, their dance classes were actually focused more towards teaching actors and actresses how to like kind of dance, not actually turning people into dancers. Because it was for their what's it called? Performing arts majors.
Okay.
So it wasn't actually a dance major, it was a performing arts major, so all their dance classes were really like dumbed down. And so
you're like, I've did this when I was 3.
Freshman year I like tried taking those classes to get the minor, and I was like, I'm so over this, I don't even care.
Yeah.
So I kind of stopped doing that. But I mean, I still have like those 17 years of like dance training.
That's insanely impressive. What was your favorite? Like, of all the dances that you've done, what's your favorite?
I still really love hip hop.
Hip hop, yeah. It's so sassy, right?
And the music is always so good.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. No,
what was your least favorite?
My least favorite was point.
What is point? I'm not familiar with that.
Like classic ballet, you know, the shoes that they go up on their toes.
That's like flat on the bottom?
Yeah. So that's point. So basically you're standing on your toes.
What's the point? What's the point of that?
I mean, honestly, like if you have perfect feet and like perfect turnout and it's beautiful. It's so beautiful.
It just looks really good.
Yeah, and like if you can do it correctly, you look so graceful. It just looks nice. But I have horrible feet because I was born funky. So
you were born unique.
I do not have the feet that are made for point. So I looked like a floppy elephant in point. Or I sounded like a floppy elephant because it was just like clunk, 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 clunk.
I was going to say, I doubt you looked like an elephant very much.
It wasn't graceful at all. So I would say point is my least favorite.
Yeah.
It's so difficult, and you really do need the feet that are made for point in order to be good at it. It's not like, normally I say like dance is for everyone. Point is not.
Yeah, no. Like that's if you're already like a badass ballerina, apparently.
Yeah, like and even if you are a badass ballerina, point still might not be for you.
Yeah, if you just don't have the right feet.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
That sounds rough. That sounds super rough. So amongst all of this freaking years and years of just dance training, you know, you've been in school and you're a 3D artist. You got your master's, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me about that. How was school? Like, what made you want to become a 3D artist? Did you always plan on using it for video games?
No.
No. Okay.
I went to school thinking that I was going to become an animator and work at Pixar. And that's all. That's literally all I wanted, was to go work at Pixar.
I love that.
Part of me still, one day just want to work at Pixar just for like 5 minutes.
Just 5 minutes. I still think that.
It's just the way I did it. But yeah, no, I went to school for animation, and then while I was there, like I said, I tried to get a dance minor, and then I dropped it, and then I still wanted an extra. I'm a nerd. I am such a nerd. I'm a super school freak.
Well, that's good. If you're gonna be in school,
Yeah, well, I was like, it's so bad. I was bored in college. Most people think college is like super hard. Like, they get their first semester and they just like want to cry with all the workload. I was literally bored. I was taking the way my school worked is that it was on a quarter system. You only had to take 3 quarters out of the 4-quarter year, and then you would take 3 classes every quarter for 10 weeks. So it was like intensives.
Oh, that's interesting.
And with 3 classes, a lot of people normally would be stressed out. And I would take, especially if you had like more than one studio class, which a studio class was like a serious art class that like required like 8 to 12 hours of outside work, like outside of your class hours.
Good God.
Those were like super intense classes. I would take like 3 studios and be like bored. Like, I would get all my work done and I would be like, who wants to hang out? And everyone would be doing homework. And it got to a point where I was like, well, I'm gonna get a minor in it was concept art for games. And so I started taking 4 classes every quarter, which is not recommended, but my advisor let me do it because I was like, listen,
It's
like,
fine.
I need to do something.
I'm a beast, okay?
And like, I would take 4 classes. I still would have free time. Like, I still partied so hard on the weekends. But I had 4 classes and it was good. Like, that was where I like needed to be. But so I did concept art for games, and that you took illustration classes and you took video game classes. And in the video game classes, I like fell in love with those classes. I was so interested in it because like I grew up playing video games with my mom and my brother and my dad, and like we all like played either video games or board games. And so like it was kind of like something that I just never knew you could turn into a career.
We're like, this is a job?
Yeah, like I thought these things existed. I didn't know that this was like a thing that people like worked on and made. So I took all these video game classes, and by like end of junior year, I was like, shit, I want to work in video games. Like, also, I fucking hate animation.
Well, at least you found that out, right?
It was so bad. I hated it. And like I just didn't like, I don't know, I felt like I didn't like have it, like everyone knew what they were doing in animation, and I like couldn't figure it out for the life of me. So but like 3D modeling was like digital sculpture, and I grew up like all my high school art classes were sculpture classes, so it made sense in my brain.
Like 3D sculpture classes?
Yeah, well, in high school it was like 3D sculpture, like physical, like mess with clay.
Like clay. Oh, okay. Like, and so that transferred into the...
Yeah, and so like the principles of that kind of made sense in my brain when it came to like doing it on the computer, because all you really needed to know on the computer was just how to do it. Because all of the stuff that you like, you know, like I said, the principles of it still were the same, basically.
Okay.
But by then I was already almost done my major, and I like didn't want to start over because I like really didn't like the idea of being in school for like forever.
Yeah.
So I just ended up taking a lot more electives. I kept doing the 4 classes every quarter, and I took whatever electives that I could in game art. And then at the end of my senior year, I applied for grad school because I still felt like I didn't know enough to go into the game industry, especially with like a half-assed animation degree. So I applied to the same school I was going to. I just applied to their master's program because I found out that if you were an alumni, you get a scholarship just for being an alumni. So I was like, cool, cheap.
Yeah.
Yay.
You're like, this guy right here.
And so I got into the master's program, and then I moved back home and did my master's online so that I could fast track it, because in the master's program, they only have you take 2 classes every quarter.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm going to take 3.
Yeah.
Done this in a year.
Oh my God.
Y'all can catch me later. Like, I was literally like, I don't want to be in school for 2 more years, so I'm gonna do this online, and I'm gonna do this in a year. Suck it. And so they were like, I don't recommend that. I don't think you should do that. And I was like, I don't care. So I literally just did school like day and night.
Damn.
A year, and I got it in a year, and it was epic, but it also had some negative side effects, so that was super fun.
Like what kind of negative side effects?
I got super art burnout.
Oh.
So basically, I found out the hard way that if you work yourself like a dog creatively, you kind of don't want to be creative anymore.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so by the end of my master's, I didn't want to touch 3D art. I didn't want to talk about 3D art. I didn't fucking care about it at all. And that,
Over that.
That sucks. And like, I struggled with that for like 3 months of like trying to apply for a job, but not having a portfolio that was like filled with enough stuff, and then not giving a fuck about filling that portfolio.
Right.
Like, I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to work on anything. I was just more into streaming and community stuff, and I got a job. That's when I got a job with Player One, and I just was focused on that, and I just didn't have the brain capacity or the energy to put into art anymore, because I just like, I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, you kind of had all these other sort of creative outlets, and then one that you had been abused, so you're just like, well, let that one refill. We'll leave that, alone for a while.
Yeah, and like that love for art, like it's still there, and like it's slowly starting to come back.
Yeah.
But I definitely like made a conscious decision to like not continue with it right now.
Yeah.
As of right now. Like I just decided to not really focus on that career-wise at this moment, and like I definitely like when it starts to come back up and I'll start working on it again, maybe then I'll return to that kind of career path, but right now I'm going this way. Bye.
Yeah. So that brings me to my next question. So with you with your new job, I know that there's a lot you can't talk about, but as far as what you can, how does like your new job not affect like that creative outlet that you were burnt out on? Are you not doing 3D art for this job? No. Okay.
So what I can say is I got a job as junior social media manager. So basically I'm working with their marketing department to put together social media campaigns, promote the brand, promote the upcoming games for them.
Oh, very cool.
And I get to, a lot of the job description was like tweeting and Instagram posts and live streaming and kind of community engagement and like building a community around the brand.
That's incredible. That's perfect. That's what you're already doing for yourself, for your own channel. That you can show you've already succeeded at, because you just got partnered. Hello. So
yeah, and so like I actually applied to be their game producer, which was really far-fetched, because like in order to be a game producer you have to have like years of experience, and I was like, I have a master's. Like, I don't know.
Hello.
I knew it was like really like a far reach, but I applied anyway because I was like,
why not?
It was a lot of it had a lot more stuff that I learned in my master's just without the art.
Okay.
It still had like game design aspects and like all that stuff.
Okay.
But after I applied, they were like, hey, like you applied for this job, but like we are also hiring for this job. Like, do you want to look into that one? Maybe you're interested in that one. And then I read that job description and I was like, oh, wait a minute, I like all of this stuff.
You're like, hold the door. This is an option?
I was like, wait a minute, I could totally do this. I like all this stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I'm totally okay with this. Like, and it's still, it gets my foot in the door.
Mm-hmm.
I get to
was
work.
gonna say, is there?
Yeah.
Can you move up from there? Like, I assume they probably
yeah.
promote in the corporation. Or...
Yeah, like internally, you
Yeah.
can like move. You can like move up or move around.
Mhm.
Even externally, like the industry, it's weird. Like once you're in, you have a little bit more mobility,
Mhm.
but getting in is like so hard. Like,
Yeah.
it's really difficult. Like they don't care about anyone.
Like, that's nice. No.
Yeah, no, like getting in is like super rough. And I know a lot of like super talented people that are like in QA because they can't get an entry level job.
What is QA?
And QA is like quality assurance. So like basically they play games and write down any bugs that they run into,
Okay.
and then they send those bugs to the coders to fix before a game's released.
Nice. That's really cool.
Yeah, and it's cool, but like when you went to school for like art or game design, like that's
Mhm.
not what you want to be doing.
Right.
But it's so difficult to get into the industry that's what a lot of people end up doing as their first job.
Yeah.
Now a lot of people get that job and then move up, and
Mhm.
it takes time, and some people are willing to do that
Mhm.
and take that time. I'm a little stuck up and I didn't want to work in QA.
You're like, nah. Have you seen my masters? Excuse me, no.
I was like, I break enough games. I don't really want to do it as a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really want to work in QA, and so like I was trying to find other ways to get in the industry while
Mhm.
still doing something that I enjoyed.
Mhm.
And while it's not art, I still get to make some art stuff.
Mhm.
I just like take assets from like other people and like put them into other things, and so that's super cool. And like you know, like I still get to be involved in the world of a video game.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
and I'm still using, you know, like a lot of knowledge that I gained while in school. So
Mhm.
it all comes full circle, whether I'm doing art or not.
And it's just the start, you know, this is just the
Yeah.
start of something that I can already tell is going to turn into something so big. So this is very exciting. It's, you know, you're so young and you got so much, it's going to be great. This is, okay, so I'll stop gushing on you, but, so with your move, I know, I'm sorry, with the move, does this have to do with the new job, or is your job something that is it only like online?
It does have to do with the job. So
It does have to do with the job.
moving to where I will be working full time.
Oh, crazy. It's a full-time job.
Yeah, it's full time. I'll be working all week.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get to go. I have to put on real pants and go into an office and
Pants!
hang out with real people.
I are real people.
Face to face.
Ooh. Well, I mean, that's
Very.
good. It's good to mix it up, you know, and do that.
I
That'll
mean, it's
be-
nice because I literally haven't left my house in like 2 years.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Yeah, I understand that.
So, yeah.
Well, that's exciting. That's cool that it's full time and and you're moving for it. So
Yeah, I'm moving. I know people always think it's weird that like, especially with like just being partnered, they're
Mhm.
like, you got a full-time job? Like, why? I'm like,
you're like, well, I mean, is your master supposed to just sit and collect dust? You know?
yeah. I'm like, well, I mean, like, I love like, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, I love streaming.
Mhm.
I love it. I love it so much. But one, I have anxiety, and like, I can't live with like I know other people can live, and they do. They fucking succeed, and you're one of them too. So like, you guys all rock it. I can't live with like a paycheck that might be different every month, and like, it freaks me the fuck out.
Mhm. Yeah, it is
I
scary.
can't do it,
Mhm.
and like, I need a little more reliability.
Stability, yeah.
and
Mhm.
stability.
Absolutely.
Just especially because I have an animal, and like,
Mhm. Oh yeah.
who the fuck knows what's gonna happen with that one? Like,
Yeah, of course. You're a fur mom. You gotta take care of your baby.
yeah, and then like the second thing is that like, yes, I went to school for a purpose.
Mhm.
Like, and as much as I love streaming, I'm not gonna, you know, just be like, well, Dad, thanks for helping me with school, but I'm gonna go be a streamer.
I'm famous
not
on the
use
internet now, so
yeah.
goodbye. Yeah.
I'm gonna be on the interwebs. Goodbye.
Well, and I think that although like right now you might having like sure maybe right now you're like having to cancel some streams, but I think in the long run, I think that this job can definitely help your stream, you know, like getting to be involved in the gaming like behind the scenes and stuff. I think that can definitely help.
Yeah, and I'm like not stopping stream either. A lot of people thought that I was just gonna like quit streaming, and I was like, no. I was like, also, if you know anything about my school, like or how I was in school, I like doing a lot of shit that I don't need to do.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah. Well, and it's gotta be busy. I almost always had like 2 jobs, so I understand. It's like always, you know. All your what's the saying? All your eggs in one basket. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, don't put all your eggs in one basket. And also, I just like being busy. I think, like, because I think when I'm not busy, like, I end up really doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, you know, 2 weeks go by and I'm like, wow, I'm in the same pants.
Frick pants, though. Okay, so we've talked about, like, you know, your dancing background and stuff. As far as like growing up, and right now currently, were you involved in like any sports? Do you have any like, do you like to crochet? You got any crafts, secret crafty skills? We know you're a 3D artist and whatnot, but you know, what were your hobbies other than like, you know, what we know about your dancing and your job?
Right now, I don't really have a lot of hobbies.
That's okay.
I think right now in my life, streaming is my hobby.
Yeah, absolutely.
Games is my hobby. I do like doing like, I do like pottery, like making pottery. I like painting for fun. In college, I got super into pole fitness.
Really? Oh, that's cool. I've heard you have to like. Gotta be buff, like for pole fitness.
You have to be so fucking strong. I have arm strength. I have little noodle arms.
Same. Weak wrists.
Yeah, I was like super into pole fitness like the last couple months of my senior year because like me and my friend went and did it just for shits and giggles, and then I was like, I love this.
Like this is cool.
I moved back home and there's like no fucking pole fitness place here. So that was like a hobby. When I was a kid, I did like so many sports.
Lots of sports. What kind of sports?
I played soccer. I was on a ski team.
What?
Because I was north, so that's like a thing here.
A ski team? What?
Yeah, like ski racing.
Oh my god. Okay.
So I was like super into ski racing. And I stopped ski racing when I was like a freshman in high school though, because like I like wanted to take more dance classes.
Yeah.
And like the schedule didn't match up. But from like when I was like super little until like 15, I was like on a ski race team, and then I joined my school's ski race team.
Whoa.
It was awesome because you got to miss school on Fridays to go ski.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and like you have to wear these G suits, which are like, they're basically like scuba suits, but they're like funky colors and like crazy ass colors and shit. And like you'd wear these G suits, and that's what you would race in. So like you would go to the top of the mountain, and then you would fucking like take off your snow pants, take off your like big ass snow jacket,
yeah, all your layers.
Warm. And then you would like go up to like the starting point, and you'd be in this like fucking thin ass. I mean, like you would wear like long underwear under it, but like
were you freezing?
It wasn't that thick. It was so cold, and you would just be like,
why? Why couldn't you keep on your snow pants?
I don't know. You got to go down the mountain fast.
Oh yeah, I guess that jacket is gonna set you back a good 5 seconds.
Yeah. So everyone wears a G suit because it's like less wind resistance, and you just zip down the mountains.
I'm just imagining little, like, 5-year-old Zoe and her little, swimming unitard or whatever, like, flying down the mountain. Brr! Do you still ski?
I actually got super into snowboarding.
Yes!
Because when I grew out of my skis, I didn't want to buy new skis because they're super fucking expensive. And so my cousin was like, well, I'm getting rid of my snowboard, so you want it? So I actually have a dude snowboard. I have dude boots. But I learned how to snowboard. I'm not good at it at all.
What?
But like I fall a lot and I don't do any tricks. But I can get down the mountain in one piece. So
that's what matters. That's what matters.
Yeah. So now I kind of like switch on and off. I'll either snowboard or I'll ski. You know, whichever.
Is there anything that you don't have a talent to do? Like, you just pick up everything so easily. Jeez, stop it.
No, I like to say that I can do, like, everything, like, average. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things where, like, there's not one thing you're, like, super good at, but, like, if you can do, like, a bunch of things and kind of be good at them, like, you have more to offer. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna say you're above average at most things, but whatever. Okay, so I think we all know that you have some pretty nerdy tattoos. So why don't you tell us about your nerdy tattoos?
I have, oh gosh, I think I'm up to like 16 tattoos.
You have 16 tattoos? What? Really?
I think so.
Damn.
I think I'm up there.
How did I miss all these when we hung out? Where are you hiding them?
I got like 2 the last time I saw Rowan, so yeah, so I think I'm up to like 16 now. For nerdy ones, I have my Zelda ears, which I have tattoos behind my ears. I have Navi.
What is Navi?
Navi's the fairy in Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Okay.
Well, Navi's in a couple other Zeldas, but like that's like the main one.
The main one, okay.
And
Zelda's a big deal, or yeah, Zelda's a big deal. I almost said Link. Sorry.
Zelda's a big deal.
Okay, yeah.
It's a big deal. But Navi, like the main catchphrase of Navi is "Hey, listen." So I put it behind my ear. And then
cute.
I wanted a skull tattoo, but like I didn't want to. Like I wanted like a cute skull, not like a tattoo like
a pirate.
Yeah. So I got the skull, like one of the skulls that you find in the cave of Zelda Wind Waker. I got one of those skulls tattooed behind my other ear. So those are my Zelda ears. And then I have a Mario star on my ribs, which is matching with my best friend Rowan.
Like the Mario Kart, like.
Yeah, like the star with like the face.
That makes. How big is it? Is it like little, or is it like big star?
It's not that big. It's like little.
So and you and Ro have matching Mario stars?
Yeah.
Cute.
We got that matching.
That's very cute.
I have my big Halo Master Chief tattoo.
That's on your leg, right? Yeah, on your thigh. Yeah.
So that everyone always asks, like, what is that when I'm wearing shorts on stream? Because, like, it's, like, fucking big.
Yeah.
But it's Master Chief's helmet with a bullet hole through the visor. And it's got, like, flowers, and, like, it's got the little symbol for headshot on it. So that's cool. I have a Full Metal Alchemist tattoo, which is matching with my brother.
You have a Full Metal Alchemist tattoo?
Yeah.
Really?
It's like the blood rune
the
or
little,
whatever.
The
one that they use to like put Al in the suit. So me and my brother got those matching. And then I'm trying to think of at least the nerdy ones, because I have a lot of just like, I don't know, like regular tattoos, but like in terms of like nerdy ones, I think that's like it. I don't know.
What one's your favorite? What one's your favorite out of all of them?
I think my favorite one will always be my Halo tattoo.
The Halo.
I thought about that for years, and then I finally like did it, and it's like my absolute favorite. Although I really do like the one I just got recently, which is the raccoon on my arm. It's big. But
when did you get that?
It's a raccoon. I got it end of December, beginning of January. It's like recent.
Really?
Pretty recent.
Okay. Oops, I just unplugged. Yeah. Hold on. My bad.
But yeah, it's a panda.
I should have made you take pictures for these.
I mean, they're on my Instagram. I think so, anyway. Oh, actually, if you scroll far enough, you can see all of my tattoos on my Instagram. You just have to look for them.
All 16 of them?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's dope. That's smart. That's smart to like chronological, you know what I mean. Your tattoos. Do you have plans for any new ones? Are you going to get a picture of bee or maybe a giraffe?
I have plans for more. I got all of my tattoos done by Rowan, so like.
Oh, Ro did all your tattoos?
Not all of them, because I did get most of my tattoos I got when I was at college. So I was in Savannah, so I got them in Savannah. But like as of the last 2-3 years, Rowan's been doing all of like my newer ones.
She is such a skilled artist.
Discount.
Yeah, free fitty, right?
I don't think I don't pay her. I do pay her. Like, she gives me a best friend discount, but I tip her really well.
You guys heard it here. She pays her. She pays her.
Yeah. Well, because like you gotta like I don't know. I've never been under that mentality where like if your friend does something really well, they should do it for you for free. Because like you still need to live.
Yeah.
Like you still gotta support them. So like she does give me a discount, but I still tip her really well.
Exactly. Yeah. I've been in the service industry, or well, I was for a long time. And when I would go and like have, dinner, and my friend would serve me, she'd be like, "Don't tip me," and I'd be like, no, I'm going to tip you. In fact, I'm going to tip you 50% because I love you, So it makes sense. But that's really sweet of her to do your work. It's nice to have someone do all your work that, like, and you can go back to and refer to other people.
It also looks cohesive. Like,
does it? Yeah. Does it really, like, I didn't even think about that, but I guess having the same person do most of it is going to give everything kind of a seamless look.
Yeah.
So speaking of B, how long have you had this kitty and your giraffe?
Oh, and my giraffe.
The dancing giraffe.
The giraffe is a recent stream gift. We got it like a couple months ago, but like people are gonna be so mad at me.
Why? What's happening to the giraffe? Oh no.
Nothing's happening to the giraffe. The giraffe is safe. The giraffe is okay. The giraffe is not coming with me to North Carolina because it can't fit in the trailer that I have.
What if you break the legs? I'm just kidding. Sorry.
I mean, I'm hoping eventually I will come back for Jerf, but for now he will remain here in a closet.
What are you gonna do when you're on the world dance floor and you don't want to dance a song?
I'll just use my cat. He's coming with me.
Okay, so the cat is going. Perfect.
Room for the cat or the Jerf.
It's one or the other.
I chose the cat. Yeah, no, Bubby, I've had him 3 years now.
3 years? Did you get him when he was a kitty?
Yeah, I got him when he was like 5 months old. Ooh. I adopted him from a shelter.
Aww.
To fight a lady for him.
You fought a lady for him?
I mean, kind of. Like, I went into the shelter and they were like, "We have 2 new kittens," and I was like, "Cool, I love kittens. I want kittens." And then they were like, "Here's the boy cat," and they handed it to me, and I was like, "This is the sweetest cat in the whole world."
This is my boy.
Other lady with like 2 kids was holding his sister, which was the other kitten. And they were like, "Yeah, they're brother and sister." And the lady was like starting to be like, "Oh, well, then maybe we should get both of them and keep them together. We really like her. We want to get a cat. I don't know if we want to get 2 cats though. I'd have to talk to my husband." And I immediately was like, "I want this cat. I'm taking him home. They can't have him."
Guess what? That's great you want him, but he's mine, so goodbye.
Yeah, sorry. I'm separating the siblings. If you don't want to separate the siblings, you can give that cat to me.
If you really love your cat, you can give it to me. Otherwise, no.
You're not one. I need it.
Oh, well, good. It was love at first pet, right?
Yeah, a lot of times kittens, they're very scared and skittish and like they don't want to be held, but like he just like sat in my arms like a little baby. He still does. And so like I
seen.
I just knew he had to stay with me forever.
That's good. Yeah. That's good. I'm glad you're moving somewhere that allows pets. I see a lot of people, like, when they move out, they leave their pets behind. And I'm always like, oh.
Okay. Although I almost had to leave him with my mom for a month.
For a month.
Just a month.
Just babysit.
Yeah, well, just because like I'm traveling in March a bit
Mm-hmm.
for work,
Mm-hmm.
and so I was concerned that that I wasn't going to be able to afford a cat sitter,
Mm-hmm.
but also that that he wasn't going to be able to get adjusted to the new place before I
Before
left.
you leave, yeah. Freak out.
But we'll be there for like 3.5 weeks before I have to leave, so he'll be able to get adjusted, and I've figured out kind of a way to afford a cat sitter, so I'm taking him with me. I can't live without him. Like,
Good,
he
good.
needs to be with me. And I also just couldn't bear the thought of going 5 weeks without seeing him. Like, that's
Yeah.
just like heartbreaking.
Like,
So I was like, fuck it, I don't care. I will do whatever it costs.
mm-hmm. Make it work.
I'll eat bread for a week if it means
Hella ramen noodle for your kitty.
I'll eat ramen for a month if it means I can afford to have my cat with me.
Aw, that makes me happy. That makes me very sweet.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go into some Just Dance questions. So, when well, first let's ask, like, how did you find out about, Twitch? Like, what brought you to Twitch?
Oh, I went to E3 after my first graduation. It was like a graduation present because I really wanted to go to E3, and I went with my brother, and we were at a booth, and he was demoing a game, and my brother's like crazy good at video games, just like instantly. And the guy at the booth was like, "Wow, you're like really good. Like, how did you beat our extreme level like without trying? Like, what the fuck?" Like, he's like, "Do you stream on Twitch?" And my brother was like, "No, I don't. Like, no." Like,
Yeah, excuse me, what? Excuse me, what?
And then the guy was like, "Oh, well, you should really stream on Twitch." And he was like, my brother literally, like, I'm standing right there, and my brother literally goes, "My sister's the funny one. Like, if anyone, it's her. Like, I don't want to be on camera. Like, I just like playing video games." And I was like, "What?"
Excuse me?
So then we went home, and my stepdad was like, "Oh yeah, I love Twitch. Like, I watch Overwatch on Twitch all the time. Like, it's so cool. You guys should stream." So that's kind of how I found out about Twitch, was just like being kind of tossed into it.
That's so cute. Your family literally was like, this one right here, yeah, she needs to do it. That's really, really sweet.
Well, my brother was like, "She's entertaining." Like, I would just sit there and play. Like, she actually talks to people. So like our original idea was to do a channel together.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, that's what, like, my stepdad was like, "You guys should stream together. The whole brother sister banter thing would be really like
unique, yeah,
unique, and like that's what you guys should do." So for the first like 2 months that I streamed, it was me and my brother, and we would just play multiplayer games. And we played Don't Starve, and we played Pit People and Castle Crashers.
Pit People.
And yeah, Pit People's made by the same people that made Castle Crashers.
Okay.
Behemoth Games. So that's like another like multiplayer game. So we basically just played like a bunch of multiplayer games, and we like bantered and bickered and whatever, and then my brother got serious with his girlfriend and moved in with his girlfriend and didn't really have time to stream anymore. And then I started school, like I started my master's, and I didn't really have time to stream, and so I didn't.
Yeah.
For the first quarter of school, I didn't stream at all. Like, I didn't even play a video game for fun. I was doing too much work.
Well, you were taking 4 classes, so.
And then when school was over, or when the quarter ended, I was like, I think I'm gonna just, I don't know, I don't have a social life. I want to play video games. Like, I'm just gonna do it without Zach. See how it works. See how it goes.
Yeah.
And that's officially when I started streaming. So that's the date that I say I started streaming. That's the date that I use for my streamiversary. Like, I say that even my Twitch account thinks that that's the day that I started streaming.
Were you streaming on like a different account when you were streaming with your brother?
I was streaming on my account.
Weird. That's weird. Do you have any like old VODs, or do you have any people that come back from like when you used to stream with your brother and like?
No, I have one ancient clip that exists on my channel.
Oh, yeah?
Beginning, and it's just me and Zach, and I think I'm just singing like some birthday song, or I'm making some joke about a birthday something in the game, and like it's just one clip, and I have some of the old VODs like saved. But yeah, like if you go into my account, it says like achievement, you know, like first stream or something like that, and it says it's in November, and I'm like, that's not when I started, but okay.
You're like, they know when you started taking it serious.
That's when I started, but that's not when, like, we started.
Yeah, interesting.
So, like, I think it was for my streamiversary, or, like, near my streamiversary or something like that. I made my brother do a song on Just Dance with me, because I was like, we gotta pay homage to, like, how this started.
That's really cute. Oh, I'm bummed I missed that. I bet that was really cute.
Yeah. It took some hefty donations, though, because
he wasn't going to do it? Aww.
Yeah, he didn't want to do it for free.
He's like, if I'm doing this, I'm getting paid. So speaking of Just Dance, so that's how you got started on Twitch. When and how did you, like, start incorporating Just Dance into it? Because I'm pretty sure you had been playing the games before you started streaming them, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I've been playing Just Dance since Just Dance 4.
Damn.
And then I brought it with me to college, and then I would get like my friends to play Just Dance with me in the dorms. And so I'd always like play the game, and I always, you know, like had fun with it or whatever. But and then when I was on Twitch, like at first when I started streaming, I never watched anyone. I just felt weird about it. And then, like, as more people started watching me, I was like, oh, and by more people, I mean, like, 5. I was like, oh, maybe I should, like, watch other people, because, like, if people think I'm worth watching, like, I'm sure there's, like, other people out there that are probably, like, worth watching, you know? And, like, I should probably, if I'm gonna get into this whole Twitch thing, I should probably, like, understand it from all sides.
Right.
So I started, like, finding people through Twitter and, like, just kind of just browsing games that I, you know, liked.
Right. Just people you'd have similar interests with and stuff.
Yeah, and I found your channel, and I found Lily's channel, and I can't remember for the life of me who I found first, but both of you were playing Just Dance, and I was like, people stream this? Like, wait a minute, what? Like, I thought you had to, like, be on a computer or, like, play a console game. Like, I didn't know that you could fucking stream Just Dance. And then I was on YouTube, and that's when I saw Avery. And so I was like, oh, wow, like, people, like, really stream this.
Yeah.
Like, this is, like, a thing.
This isn't a new thing. This is, like, a big thing, yeah.
Yeah, and I, like, so, like, I always think it's funny because, like, Avery, like, teases me about it all the time because she's like, oh, I didn't, like, introduce you to Just Dance. I see how it is. I always say that, like, a lot of people say that, you know, Avery was the one who, like, made them want to stream it, but it was actually you and Lily. Like, sorry.
That's so sweet.
It was actually you and Lily.
Oh.
You guys were the first people I saw do it, and I was like, I can do this. Like, I want to do this. And then Avery was the one who helped me figure out how to do it, because she made that whole video on, like, how to stream Just Dance.
Yeah, yep.
So, like, that helped me set it up, but she's not actually, like, the catalyst for it.
Yeah.
So then it was like 1 year ago, literally, because it was in February of last year. I was like, I'm just gonna do it for fun, whatever. And I spent like a week like learning some of the songs, because it was Just Dance 2016 was like the cheapest one I could find at GameStop. Yeah. And I bought that, and I was like, I've never played the 2016 version, so I'm gonna learn a few of the songs, I'm gonna practice, and then I'm gonna stream it so I don't make an ass of myself. And so I practiced like for a week, and then I was able to set up the stream, and then I streamed it, and then it kind of just like went from there. It became like a cool thing.
When how did your first Just Dance stream go? Like, what were you stressing on your outfit? Were you stressing on like volumes or trolls?
I mean, like, I'm always stressing on tech stuff because everything I touch breaks.
It happens. Streamer life.
But I was really nervous about dancing on the internet in front of people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that just felt weird.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, I didn't know, like, what kind of, like, audience that would bring in.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So that's mostly what I was stressing about. But my first Just Dance stream was, like, really fucking weird. Like, it was great because it was, like, everyone was so nice. But as Lano
Mm-hmm.
popped into my first Just Dance stream, like, I have no idea who this guy is. Right? Like, popped into my first Just Dance stream and was like, do you compete? And I was like, what? And he's like, do you compete? And I was like, compete in what? And he's like, Just Dance World Cup. And I was like, wait, no, there's a Just Dance World Cup. No, there's not. Like, you're fucking punking me. And so he explained it to me. And I was like, oh shit, I had no idea that existed. He's like, you're really good. You should try, like, and do it this year. And I was like, well, I only have 2016. And so he gave me a free copy of 2018.
I remember.
And he was like, I'm not using this because I already have it.
Mm-hmm.
If you want the game and if you are going to play it, you can have it. And I was like, okay.
Sure.
So he gave me Just Dance 2018 and was like, I better see you in qualifiers.
Oh,
and
that's really sweet. I remember when you started coming into my stream, and I think Rachel was like, or Swag, all of his aliases, was like, Little Red's a Just Dance friend. And I was like, oh, cool. And I made it to one of your streams, and I was like, blown away immediately. Like, you know, when you see you dance, like, you can just, it's like, you know, like watching Avery dance. You're just like, you know, you just embody it. And so I remember being like, oh my god, you're so, like, being embarrassed that you were watching me dance when you were this good. And Aslano was there, and he was like, she's a trained dancer. And I was like, yeah.
He kept coming back to my streams too and being like, this is crazy. Like, you're a trained dancer. And I'm like, I'm just playing the game. Like, why is this weird?
Like, who are you? That's crazy.
And I didn't understand any of it, you know, like, coming from, like, a dance background. Like, I'm just like, it's a dance game. Like, to me, it didn't really cross my mind as, like, something crazy, because, like, also most of the, like, a lot of the easier dances, like, are, like, nothing to me, because it's like, oh, it's just, like, these little dance moves that I learned many, many moons ago.
Yeah, like, yeah, you're just incorporating old stuff that you already know.
Yeah, and, like, obviously, like, don't get me wrong, there are definitely dances that trip me up.
Are there, though?
Oh my god, extreme.
I was thinking of that in my head when you said that. As the last time I watched you do that, you were like, I don't know any of the moves. Megastar, like, excuse me?
No,
excuse
me? Connect lies. Because, like, and also, I think it's also just, like, I base it off of, like, trying to, like, do it like the coach. And if it's not like the coach, then I don't think it's good. No. And that's just, like, a me thing. Yeah. And, like,
you're a dancer, you know. Your expectations are, you know, for yourself are going to be high.
Oh, yeah, for sure, yeah. But I just, yeah, I need it to be correct.
Yeah,
like,
perfectionist.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So you've been playing Just Dance since the 4th one. So what's your favorite Just Dance so far out of all of them?
Probably 2019.
2019. It's so good. It's so good. It's nuts.
I fucking want Nice for What to come back.
Dude, me too. I didn't get to play it until it got taken.
Yeah. Why isn't it back?
I don't know why it was taken off. I don't know if it's ever gonna come back, but I miss it.
I'm so mad about
It's such a fun dance.
Also the pure joy that I had when I realized it was in the game. Because I didn't know. I didn't, like, apparently it got leaked. I never saw the leaks. I didn't know. I saw that song. I flipped the fuck out. I was so excited for it, and I'm just so upset that it's gone.
I know.
But, I mean, like, out of all the ones that I've played, I really do like 2019.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the songs from Just Dance 4. I'll always like those because I played those the most, but like the fucking hand connect controller, it's so cringy, I can't.
Wait, for 4, wait, what do you mean, the hand connect controller? What do you mean?
The Just Dance 4 would use your Connect, instead of using your controller, you could use your hand to like move this, like a little hand would appear on the screen and you could use it to like click OK or Just Dance or connect, like all that stuff, instead of like using your voice or using your controller.
Oh.
It was horrible. Like, the Xbox 360 with the Xbox 360 Connect, so it like didn't fucking work. And like you had to like hold it, you had to hold still so that it would select the song, but it had like a sticky hand to it, so like I always ended up like dragging it and like getting stuck in the it was horrendous.
That sounds so obnoxious. God, yeah, I don't even. Just Dance 4, that's so old school. I wish I would have started playing then. I started with Just Dance 15 in 2017. But I'm always like,
oh, I hate that one.
You hated 15? Really? Everyone says that everyone else that I've talked to was like, yeah, 15's great. 16, or was it? Yeah, is it 16 or 17 that everyone was like, sucks? I think it's 16 that everyone's like, ugh. But
I think 16, everyone thinks sucks too. I don't know. 15, fuck that.
Really?
Game.
Why?
Because I feel like it's the like edgy teen phase of Just Dance where they were like, let's switch it up, and instead of, I don't know, fucking just filming the dance, they're like, let's do all these zoom ins and zoom outs.
Yeah, I agree with that.
A bad romance song is in the dark.
Dude,
you can't see what she's doing.
I know. I know. I've tried to do that dance so many times, and I'm like staring, and I'm like, I don't know.
I literally just feel like this the whole song. Like I love it because I love the song, but like the dance, you can't see half of it. And there's so many dances where like it does the zoom in on the face, and you can't see the lower half of the body.
I didn't even think about that. I think they do it in like happy. I think because I'm happy. I think, or like what does the fox say? I'm thinking where it does that. Oh,
or like the person on the screen will like teleport. They do a lot of that where they like edit them so that they teleport to different sides of the screen, and I'm like, am I supposed to move over there? Like, I don't.
Does this come with a teleport option, or?
Yeah, like I think because I did a throwback night, and I think I lasted 20 minutes, and I was like, guys, I can't. We're playing 2019.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm so angry.
It's
like,
hard to go back to them. I tried to go back to 15 once, and it feels like it scores differently. It feels.
The scoring is like horrendous.
Yeah.
And like the menu is horrendous, and I couldn't. I literally was like, I hate this.
The only thing I will say about 2019 though is I hate the search engine. The search engine is the worst. I hate it.
No, I do hate the menu. I know everyone loves the menu, but I hate the menu because when I'm scrolling to find a song and you like pause on a song and it does that big fat drop down, that big fat drop down makes it hard for me to see the other songs. And so that drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I have to scroll a lot faster, but then I can't read any of the song titles. But then the second I stop, it like does the preview, and I'm like, I don't
wait, what? Yeah, I agree.
We could just turn off the preview.
Yeah, and I wish that they just brought like a keyboard back. I hate when I'm looking for like something with a W, so I go all the way W, and then I accidentally hit another W. Oh, now I have to go back, and now everything's gone. Drives me nuts.
Yeah, no, I get you.
So what about your favorite coaches? Do you have like a favorite coach? Not a dance per se, but just like if you think of like the baddest bitch coach that you can think of, that maybe like is your favorite.
When it comes to coaches, I honestly feel like a fake Just Dance fan because I don't know any of the coaches. I don't know who, like Avery always talks about how she like instantly recognizes them. I have no fucking idea. They could be the same person.
Well, I don't know the people. Like I don't mean them. I mean like coach number 3 from Doot Doot in the sparkly pants or something, because I don't know the actual dancers either. No, God, no.
I really love the coach from Mad Love Extreme.
Oh, really?
So sassy. I also love her outfit. Like, I think it's great.
What is that?
It looks like a bird cage, kind of like Victorian, Elizabeth, like, I don't know, like.
Oh, I see. Okay. I had to look it up.
Litt1eR3d, you know, like all that kind of like.
Yeah, I totally see that little like unitard with like a birdcage skirt. That's very sassy. I like that. I like that.
Cute. It's cute. It's fun.
It's
fun, but it's not like outrageous, you know.
Yeah, and you've done a Just Dance cosplay before, haven't you?
I have.
And who did you cosplay?
It was Turn Up the Love, and it was the girl coach. And really, the only reason, like, when I do cosplays, I'm kind of like I know wigs exist, but for whatever reason, I do cosplays for whatever hair color I have, just because it's easier.
Dancing in a wig sounds like a nightmare, so I don't blame you.
So, like, I try to like find even for like non-dancing cosplays, like I just try to find something that like matches my hair color.
Yeah.
So, so I was like looking at different coaches that had red hair, and that was just like, I love the song, I love the dance, it's so much fun. But then also like her outfit was just so easy.
Is that the one where she's got like a beanie on and like orange shorts, I think?
Yeah. Like, a red beanie and like a pink sports bra, striped shorts, and then like bright ass orange tights.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I could totally create this. Like, a lot of the time I'll like find a coach that I really like their outfit, but I have a hard time finding those pieces in real life.
Yes.
And it's like a nightmare. And so like I tend to like not dress up as the coach that I really want to dress up as because I can't fucking find their outfit.
Yeah, I completely agree. Or it's like, or I really like the coach, but their outfit's like super scandalous. Or their outfit's really fucking boring. Like, there's no in between. There's not, well, there are, but there's not many. So I'm like, it's rough. So what about your favorite dances? Like, not just the coaches, but overall, like overall the Just Dances that you've done. What are the like the top 3 that you're just like, if that's on, I'm doing that choreography?
Tumbum Extreme.
The Extreme. Okay, all right.
It's so much fun. I love the song. Like, the song is just so great.
I think I've seen you do that song more than I've seen anyone else. Like, when I think of that, I think of you.
Well, because, like, I remember doing it, and Emma was in my chat, and Emma was like, how the fuck did you do the entire beginning part and get all of them perfect? And I was like, you mean when she touches her toes and rolls up? It's not the song.
You're like, oh yeah, I've been a dancer for 16 years. That's right.
Oh, yeah. I have to remember a lot of the time that, like, I know these things. But yeah, Tumbum Extreme for sure. Mad Love Extreme. I love that one.
Oh.
Where Are You Now is a good one.
That's such a good one.
I love the song.
Me too. It's so gangsta.
I love Litt1eR3d. Everyone like a lot of people in my chat like said that they thought she was annoying, and I love her because even when she was like just rapping on YouTube, I thought her stuff was so funny. So I really like that artist. So that one, I will always do Water Me tennis version.
Well, I mean, you have a little, don't you have a little mini tennis racket now? Yeah.
I put a little tennis racket on my stream.
Yeah.
For that dance. So yeah. And then, what's like a good like throwback, like old school dance? I don't even know. There's just so many that I'm like. Yeah.
Well, and you've been playing it for a really long time.
Yeah.
What about your most hated? Like, like on your ban list, like not gonna do it. I imagine probably Beep Beep is probably on there.
Beep Beep is on there. Rasputin is on there, but only because I have like really bad knees.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like I fucking hurt myself every time I do that dance. Sayonara is not necessarily on my band list, but like I don't like doing it at all. New Reality, top of the band list.
Really? The one that's like, welcome to my new reality.
I hate that song.
Do you hate it because it's boring, or because the song, or?
the song is the worst thing in the entire world. Like, I hate that song. It's garbage.
Yeah. Okay. I haven't done it very much.
What's weird is, like, I don't know. Like, I guess, like, a lot of the other, like, bubblegum pop songs like that are, like, because what's the one with, like, Barbie in it?
Chihuahua?
Chihuahua. That one's, like, funny, though. Like, that one's, like, a meme song.
Yeah.
Like, New Reality is, like, let me give you this, like, Barbie-ass bubblegum pop song, but, like, I'm serious about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. Like, please no.
I agree. I totally, yes.
Yeah, I can't. I literally quit that one. Like, I don't even dance it.
What's
like,
the one with the carrot and the girl with the...
Oh, Sugar.
Is that Sugar?
Yeah.
Is it Sugar? Wait, no, not that one. Okay, no, not Sugar. It's the one, it's the K-pop song, and there's the carrot dancing, and there's all the vegetables in the background.
Oh, is that all that, like, Hatsune?
Yeah, it's that one. That one is a nightmare. That one's a nightmare.
I don't do any of those songs.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
I don't do those songs. Yeah, I don't do New Reality. Oh,
it's Pop Pillow.
Disney songs.
Oh, oh my God, the Ariel one. The Ariel one.
First of all, they, like, ruined Moana. Like, I don't know why they couldn't get, like, if you can't get the actual song,
I agree.
why are you,
yeah.
like, don't
It's not
use
the
it.
same. It's not the same.
It's not the same. But El Poco Loco, what is it?
Oh, I like that one. Un Poco Loco.
I hate Un Poco Loco. I hate it. Not because I hate the song. I love the song. The movie's great. I hate the dance.
Yeah.
I hate the dance. I also hate how you can, like, see the kid's face. It's so creepy.
Yeah, it is it is a creepy dancer, yeah.
But I hate the dance, and I hate it because, like, in the song, you can hear tap sounds, like someone's tap dancing.
Oh.
But the steps that he's doing don't make those tap sounds. And it drives me insane.
Only you would know that.
Only I would know that. Yeah, only I would notice. But it literally drives me insane because I'm like, the steps he's doing didn't, and they try to make it look like he's making those tap sounds, and I'm like, those are not steps that make those sounds, and it drives me bonkers. So
Red sees you, Ubisoft.
Yeah, I see your cheats.
Fake ass tap noises. Okay, and so I know you said that the Tum Tum Extreme. Wait, is it Tum Tum or Tum Bum?
It's like Tum Bum.
Tum Bum. That one. That's your favorite extreme. But other than that one, what would you say is your favorite extreme?
Favorite extreme. I really love Scream and Shout, which is on 2017, which is not in Unlimited. I don't know the whole thing though. No. And I want to learn the whole thing one day. I do not know the whole thing, but that choreography is so good.
I don't know if I've seen anyone do that.
Avery has a video of it on YouTube.
Oh, really?
And yeah, and I, like, totally, like, promoting Avery's YouTube channel. Just, you know, like,
I mean, honestly, yes.
Avery's YouTube channel. Go look at it. Like,
do it.
If you have a couple minutes, that's the one that I suggest looking at because it's insane. And she does such a good job at it. But it's so crazy. I love the choreography.
I have to watch that. I honestly, watching other people like Avery or yourself doing songs, you know, like, it makes it so much easier for me to, like, for my brain to understand what I'm seeing. Sometimes with the coaches, it's like there's so much going on that it's like, where's the human, you know? So I'll definitely have to watch that one though. Wait, what was it called?
It was Scream and Shout.
Scream and Shout. Okay, I was like, turn up the love extreme. Wait, what?
No, no, it's Black Eyed Peas. So.
Oh, it's Black Eyed Peas. Oh, yeah. I love me some Black Eyed Peas. So, the Just Dance World Cup qualifiers. That was a lot of fun. I think, you know, especially that the Discord really brought a lot of us together.
Oh yeah.
I
love that.
Yeah, the qualifiers. How did you feel that the qualifiers went?
I think that I have so many opinions about qualifiers, and like, I don't know. I think it's just from a dancer perspective. I'm not the greatest person to be looking at it. Because I do understand that, like, at some point it needs to be based on score because it is a video game, it's not a dance competition, but the way that they do it makes no fucking sense to me. And like also just the problem with it is that it's the amount of variables. Like what I learned in our Discord is that like the fact that we had to do tricks because we either had to trick our devices or we had to trick the game, and that whole idea of not doing it correctly because you need to get the right score, but the whole point is to match the coach. That drives me bonkers. Like I was not comfortable with that because like in a dance world, I'm doing the right step. If it's Tuesday and extra sunny, I'll get a good. If it's cloudy and it's like Thursday, like and I ate a chocolate chip cookie, I get a perfect. Like it just, the amount of like bullshit involved was irritating. And it had nothing to do with like where I placed or how I did. It was just how it all worked. Especially because like watching nationals and like watching Avery be exactly the coach and not advance past her first round was like, what the fuck am I watching? And that's not even like me like rooting for my friend or like, because like I loved all of the people, like even Aubrey, like I love all the people competing, so like it's not even me like picking a favorite, but just like from a dancer perspective, watching someone do the choreography practically perfect and losing was like, I don't understand this competition at all. And like and just like also just the variables of everything, like
putting socks on our arms so the camera will pick us up.
Like, your outfit matters, your lighting matters, the background matters. None of that shit should matter. And the thing is that in any e-sport, no one has to worry about any of that shit. They just have to play the game. And I can't play the game because my fucking wall is the same color as my skin. Like, how does that make sense? Like, and it just, little things like that. The multiplier. The secret multipliers. I mean, like me and Asian would get into a lot of discussions about it because I was getting a 75,000 score and in 50th or 60th, and he was getting a 70,000. I don't actually know like exactly.
Just throwing numbers out.
We're just throwing numbers out there. I don't want anyone to think I'm like putting it down. He's an incredible dancer. But he, at one point, he was like, oh, I got like a 71,000 or a 70,000 or something like that, and he was in 20th. And I was like, I'm not, like, Asian is better than me, but, like, I didn't think he was, like, 40 places better than me when I have 5,000 more points than him.
Yeah, I agree. It made it very confusing to understand where you were really standing in the scoring.
Yeah, like, it just, like, none of it made sense. So I like, was so salty during that whole competition.
I think a lot of us did.
And, like, cheering on everyone else and, like, being supportive of everyone else was just, you know, more fun.
Every qualifier time, it was like in the Discord, it was like someone would be like, woo, I'm breaking scores, and then someone would be like, my fucking PlayStation just kicked me out, you know, like it was an extreme of both, you know, but no matter what.
That's the other thing is that like if your internet dies, like it's just, the whole thing is just like a hot mess.
PlayStation Network went down.
That's how they have to do it because getting a bunch of people to one location to dance is kind of ridiculous.
Right.
Like I get that, but still, man, like
there's got to be something.
You either need better technology or you need a better way to conduct the competition because the way that it is right now, I mean, it's basically just people that know how to trick the system.
Yeah. And then there are even times
instead of people that, and I'm not saying that the people who do win can't dance because they can't, but they know how to trick it to make it work instead of they are learning the dance, the correct choreography, scoring properly. Like they're just because like there's a big difference between like I don't know like holding your hand up like this and like holding your hand out here because like that's how you get it to score.
Yeah, or maybe someone who will remain unnamed who didn't have to kick at all for Footloose, you know? Like, for example, like, I hate that song because I had to kick every single time, you know? That would be great to not have to kick for that song.
And that's the other thing. You have, like, people who are only using their arms for... And I get that Avery did that whole experiment where she showed that she, you know, like, the difference between... If she did that whole, like, I'm gonna stream doing the qualifiers sitting down and show you that it's not... You can't just sit there and wave the controller around.
Right. Yeah.
She still got better scores than me on most songs.
Yeah, she still beat out, like, all of us. You know,
I'm like, proved that you couldn't be the best sitting down, but you also proved that you can qualify sitting down.
Yeah, if you are good and familiar enough with it, you know, like, you can skip out on some moves.
Oh, yeah. For sure. And I proved it on my stream too. I proved during Footloose. I did it on the Switch and I literally did none of the footwork. I only did the arms. And I got some goods, I got some supers, but I got a lot of perfects. And I was basically like, this is what I'm saying. Like, you have some people that are like, and I'm not saying that all Switch users or all controller users do that, because I know there's plenty of controller users that
of
do
course.
the dance out. But you don't have to.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the point.
Right.
That, like, just because you do it full out, good. You should be doing it full out.
Because
like,
we all are. Yeah.
But you don't have to.
Yeah.
Like, you could literally just sit there.
Must be nice. So, with this year, you know, the World Cup should be happening in a couple months, and then, you know, right after that, it's going to be, you know, qualifier time again. So, this year, you know, are you competing? And if so, I assume you are. What do you think you're going to be doing differently this year?
I think I'm going to be competing, but I don't know how serious I'll be about it. Just because I think most of it's a scam.
Yeah, last year I feel like...
I just agree with a lot of it, and so, like, I don't know. Like, even Nationals, I was so mad about Nationals. Like, they had them in front of a fucking projector, as if the light wasn't going to affect the Kinect.
Yeah. Or, like, people who had never competed on, you know, the Kinect before. Like, Aubrey competing on a Kinect, who... She doesn't know how that scores.
They literally had shadows behind them.
Yeah.
Like, if you ever played Just Dance, the second you have a shadow behind you, your entire score gets fucked up. So, like, the fact that they literally had people with a projector screen pointed at them, the light and the shadow, and they were like, this is legit. This counts. Yeah. I'm like, I can't watch this. This is...
Let's bring in these judges, but not give a fuck what they say. You know, they don't have any input, you know, like, you know.
So, like, I'll probably compete just for fun, but, like, I don't know, I have a lot of opinions about it.
Yeah.
But I'll probably, like, I had a lot of shit in the background of when I did it, so I'm hoping that, like, I just won't have stuff behind me.
Same.
I don't know.
Completely understand. I know, this year I'm like, I want to go in a lot more casual. Last year I went in and I was like, I'm going to go hard, and then I ended up, like, my first placement I did really good, but then after that I was just getting crushed, and so I was like, man, what did I think was gonna happen? Like, so definitely more casual this time. But then again, I
did think about doing it on PlayStation though with the Move controller, because that's how Avery got first place.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to test a theory.
Well, honestly, my experience with the Move, like, you know, before I changed my background, I was trying to use the Move, and I was scoring so badly. Like, it was so bad.
That's the thing, like, it's so different for everyone.
Yeah.
Avery can do, and Avery's talked about how, like, that's just how she competes. She will always compete with the PlayStation Move controller.
Right, that's her, like, comfort zone.
Yeah, and also just the way that it, like, tracks. And so, like, but then, like, you and, like, some other people were having, like, nightmare situations with the controller. So I'm like, I want to test something. Like, I just want to, like, I don't know. Part of me just wants to use qualifiers to, like, test my theories.
Yeah. Not
really actually compete. Because I just want to be like, look, if you use the Move controller and you turn off all the lights, you get perfects every time. Like, I don't know if that's actually true, but, you know, it might be fun to test.
Yeah.
You know? Or, like, if you... I want to see the difference. I just want to see the difference. I just want to see how it works.
Maybe these tests will get you in the top 10, you know?
Who
You
knows?
never know. Like, shoot, crazier shit happens, so.
I literally show up to nationals in like a ridiculous outfit with like people are glued to my face, and I'm like, this is how I
just
qualify.
taped around. Turn the lights off.
Turn them off. This is the only way I win.
So, in what ways do you think that the Just Dance community could improve? Like, as a community, you know, like, what things do you see that maybe we could be better about in general or specific, however?
I think the Just Dance community is kind of split into, like, 3 groups.
Mm-hmm.
I think the group that we're in is, like, baller. We have, like, a Just Dance family where it's a lot of center stage people, it's a lot of not center stage people. And it's basically just people coming together all because of the love of one game or the love of dance or the love of both, you know? And, like, we all support each other and, like, want each other to improve and better ourselves and, like, cheer each other on.
Right.
And that's, like, the best group.
I agree.
Sorry, everyone else.
Sorry, not sorry.
But then, like, the other 2 groups, I think, are, one, it's a lot of... I've noticed it's a lot of, like, very judgmental, elitist, like, just people that, like, aren't really welcoming. They're kind of, like, gatekeepery. And they're like, well, I've been playing Just Dance for this many years, so I'm better than you automatically. Or I, you know, talk to Ubisoft every week, and so I'm obviously, like, better. And it's just, like, and you rarely find those people, but those people do exist.
Oh, yeah.
And
I think
like,
I encountered a lot of them when I first started streaming Just Dance. Like, as a new Just Dancer, I think that you encounter more of that group of people at first, you know?
And some of it isn't even like I'm better than you. A lot of it is also just like, wow, you got that score, like, better keep practicing.
Oh, that's what you're wearing? You're not a real dancer.
Yeah,
you know,
or
like,
that's what you're wearing, or like, you're not doing it exactly like the coach. Like, it's a fucking video game. Like, calm down.
It's made for families.
It's made for children and their families.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I don't know. Like, you're always gonna find those people, and that sucks. And like, but I just don't associate with those people, or try not to. And like, you know, they're gonna be them, and let's just have them be them over there.
Yep.
And then I think the third group is just like people that play Just Dance, but like they're not like, they're either not playing it, like actually playing it, or they just kind of have it on, and I don't really know what they're doing with it.
Yes. It's like background music.
Let's put it this way. They're not in the game directory, so I'm not sure what they're doing with the game.
Yeah.
But it's not in the game directory. So who knows if they're Just Dancers? I sure don't.
Exactly. Yeah. I think definitely if you want to be considered, like, you know, like, for example, if I really wanted to be a competitive For Honor player, but I'm just hanging out and just chatting with For Honor around in the background, you know, like, everyone's gonna be pretty confused, you know?
Like, to me, it doesn't, like, and again, like, nothing against them, like, do whatever you want with your stream.
It's a part of the community.
I fully support you doing whatever you want, but I wouldn't consider them part of the Just Dance community. Even though they play Just Dance, I personally wouldn't consider them part of the community, because they're not even in the directory.
Yeah, true,
and, like,
true. Yeah, that's
like,
so confusing. Yeah.
Whatever they're using the game for, that's their decision. That's on them. Like, no ill will towards them. But if you're not in the game directory, I feel like you're kind of not part of that community, like, because you're not with the game.
Yeah, and I think that's something that we think, but I think from an outside perspective, I think that a lot of people see the Just Dancers and
you're like, well, this person playing Just Dance, do you know them? And I'm like,
they're in Just Chatting. How would I know that they're a Just Dancer?
I have no
you know,
idea that they exist because I'm not in that directory. So
exactly. If you want to find people, you know, well, I guess it's best that people who want to, you know, play the game are in the directory, and people who don't are just fucking around and not, you know.
And I mean, like, you know, I wouldn't personally raid someone who has it on in the background. I would rather raid someone playing the game. And
Same.
That's just,
yeah,
you know.
Absolutely. You know, I agree. It raises a lot of questions.
I mean, like, I don't know, do whatever you want. Like,
Mhm.
you're not hurting anyone,
Mhm.
but like, I wouldn't consider you a Just Dance streamer.
Exactly.
Like, that's just how, you know, in
Mhm.
my brain, I just wouldn't consider you that. But
Yep.
like, do whatever you want.
Yeah. Yeah. We've talked about this. Yeah. We know. Yeah. Okay. So, where can we connect with you on? And also, could we get a couple of the exclamation mark wifeys in chats to shout her out? So, where are you?
Shoes on my feet.
Yeah. Oh my God. Seriously, yes. If you haven't watched this clip, if you have not seen this, please, 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 please make sure you are checking her out. So that'll take you straight to her Twitch. But where else?
I'm
Where else are
wondering
you?
if that's like the most viewed.
I don't know. Let's see. How many views does it have?
It's got to be up there.
212.
Yeah, it's got to be up there.
Oh God, that's so cute.
I don't think it. Oh, it's number 3.
Oh, nice.
My all-time.
I did that.
You did that.
So what other platforms can we find you on?
Well, I'm obviously on Twitch, and I'm on Twitter.
Mhm.
Same handle, so
Mhm.
it's Litt1eR3d, but it's spelled funky. And
Unique.
I'm on Instagram. I've actually fixed my Instagram now, so it's also the same handle. Basically, I try to keep the same name pretty much everywhere.
Perfect.
But yeah, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch,
YouTube.
YouTube. I'm on YouTube,
Mhm.
kind of.
You
sort of.
are on YouTube. Yes, you are.
From
You
time to
are.
time, I try to
You
put
out
videos
there?
up.
You're making stuff.
Yeah, YouTube. You can search my name. I think I can make a personal URL. I just haven't yet.
It's kind of weird how to find to do it, but you can. Yeah.
I think so, but I'll fix that.
You'll
But if
get
you
there.
just search Litt1eR3d, then you'll find me. And yeah, and
All right. Well, so that is all of my questions, but are there anyone in chat who has any questions for Red? Anything that popped up maybe earlier or later or anything just in general you would like to You're so cute.
ask me your questions. I tell you the answer.
Now is your chance to ask all the questions.
Good question.
She's a big YouTuber. Yes. Hello. Hi friends. I'm like, do we wait? What happened?
Do we wait?
I know.
Do we-
Like,
I
wait
see
for
one
it.
question
Oh.
that I already know the answer to.
Her hair is
No.
backwards on Twitter? Wait, what?
Oh, because probably the flop is the other side.
Oh, well, we had to invert it. We're inverted. We do the invert.
I'm not doing an apartment tour video.
Oh, was that a question about an
That's a
apartment
question
tour?
yeah, I'm not. I also was thinking about doing a sim stream where I create my own apartment. And then I was like, why am I going to tell everyone on the internet what the layout of my apartment is? Like, that sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, technically, you're seeing my whole apartment. So, I mean, it could be worse.
I meant like the layout with like the entrances and exits.
Oh,
and
yeah,
everything.
like,
that freaks me out. Like, I don't want to show, like, I'll show you guys like some of my apartment, but like, I'm not going to show you how to get in and out of my apartment. That's not going on the internet.
here's a weak entrance here. Why are you two so awesome? Because we're wives.
Yeah.
That's why.
We increase our awesome when we're together.
Seriously, this was a lot of fun. You're amazing. Thank you
You're amazing.
so much for doing this with me and, you know, coming on here. And Tenfold would like to know if you're going to TwitchCon.
Hopefully.
Yes.
By then, I should be allowed to take time off from work. And I plan on going. I've already told Asian that I want one of the rooms in his Airbnb.
Nice. Okay, good.
So I do plan on going. The only thing that would stop me is work, but
Yeah.
it really shouldn't be a problem if I put in, you know, enough time ahead.
Okay, perfect. Yes. Okay, good.
So
I'll see you again.
The answer is yes, I plan on going.
She plans on it. Yay! Okay, good. Everybody's going.
I have a check mark now.
I know! You had the partner party! What?
I have to go.
So Nick says, if you were able to stream any other game or genre on Twitch without having to worry about having skill to play the game, do the thing, what would it be?
You're able to stream any other game genre. I mean, I never worry about skill anyway. I I'm not really very good at any video games, but I like playing them. Actually, I'm starting to do this now, but I want to play more puzzle games and mystery games, and I'm starting to incorporate that into my channel now, to like mix it up a bit. I feel like we've gotten into the rut of doing a lot of the same thing, and so I want to like bring a different side of like my interests into my channel.
Absolutely.
And doing that through playing puzzle and mystery games, like old school puzzle games.
Yeah.
Kind of doing like a throwback like retro night.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And doing that, so that's what I would stream because I love those games so much.
So some retro puzzle games and mystery games. I seen you play those Nancy Drews.
Yeah, Nancy Drew. We started Siberia last week, so that's a good one from like 2002. So yeah, I like those games.
Bunker wants to know when there's going to be a cooking stream.
Probably my birthday.
Oh, your birthday? Oh, really? That'll be fun. What are you gonna? I mean, I see you already have it planned. Are you?
I want to make a Pikachu cake.
This is okay. What is the Pikachu cake? Because I remember during your stream the other day, you kept telling Ro like, I want to make a Pikachu cake. I want to make a Pikachu cake.
I got.
What's this code for?
I got a Pikachu cake pan in my stream gifts. And basically, I just want to use it.
Okay, well, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm just gonna make a cake, and I'm just gonna, it's gonna be Pikachu shaped, and we'll try to decorate it as close to Pikachu as possible.
And then you're gonna eat Pikachu?
Gain his powers.
Oh,
That's
shit!
Gain his powers.
I guess. I thought you just caught them, but I guess you eat Pikachu.
No, you gotta eat Pikachu to gain his powers. If you just catch him, he still has the power. So
that's sweet of you. At least, yeah, at least you're taking his power. You're doing something useful with it. Do you ship Claire and Leon's Resident Evil 2 Zombie Apocalypse?
Do I ship them?
Yeah. Leon!
I ship him. He's not very fucking helpful, but whatever.
Nah, he's cute. He's fine.
I'll still ship him.
Yeah.
He hasn't helped me at all.
But he shows up and he like makes you feel not lonely.
Yeah.
He's like resilient. He just keeps coming back for Claire. All right. Well, I'm gonna call it. Thank you again. Like seriously, you're the best. I love you so much. I'm so proud. All your accomplishments, like all these things are seriously incredible. You deserve everything that's coming your way, and I can't wait to see how like everything just lines up for you once you're in your new house and settled and doing your new job and got a stream schedule going and stuff. So
thank you.
Yeah, seriously, this okay, last question. What is Zoe's favorite color?
They want me to answer this because my name is Little Red and my favorite color is turquoise. That's
fine. You know what? When I first met you, your hair was purple, and if you combine turquoise and red, it's purple. No. So, right? I don't know. I was trying to connect the dots here.
I saw it. Blue and red, it's purple.
There we go, right?
Close.
It's just numbers, letters, colors.
No, I'm a Pisces, okay? Like, water sign, bitch.
Yeah.
Like turquoise. Like, sorry.
Titra says, you're not keeping up with the brand.
I know. So, my brand is ruined.
Yikes. Better rename.
Not poking holes in my plans.
God. All right. I love you so much. Thank you again for being here. This was a lot of fun, and I hope you liked the new setup, and I'm looking at you this time. So, yeah, I think this went really well. I love you.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you for being here and for talking to us and letting us get, an inside peek at what the famous Little Red's got going on. So, I love you. I'll talk to you later,
I
okay?
love you too.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye.